The Magic, written by Rhonda Byrne. Do you believe in magic? Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Roald Dahl, writer. Remember when you were a child and you looked at life in total wonder and awe? Life was magical and exciting, and the smallest things were utterly thrilling to you. You were fascinated by the frost on the grass, a butterfly flittering through the air, or any strange leaf or rock on the ground. You were full of excitement when you lost a tooth, because it meant the tooth fairy would be coming that night, and you would count down the days to that magical night of Christmas. Even though you had no idea how Santa Claus could get to every child in the world in one night, somehow he did it, and he never let you down. Reindeer could fly. There were fairies in the garden. Pets were like people. Toys had personalities. Dream came true, and you could touch the stars. Your heart was full of joy. Your imaginations knew no limits, and you believed that life was magical. There is an exquisite feeling many of us had as children, that everything is good, that every day promises more excitement and adventure, and that nothing could ever thwart our joy for the magic of it all. But somehow, as we grew into adults, responsibilities, problems, and difficulties took their toll on us. We became disillusioned, and the magic we once believed in as children faded and disappeared. It's one of the reasons why, as adults, we love to be around children, so that we can experience that feeling we once had, even if it's just for a moment. I'm here to tell you that the magic you once believed in is true, and it's the disillusioned adult perspective of life that is false. The magic of life is real, and it's as real as you are. In fact, life can be far more wondrous than you ever thought it was as a child, and more breathtaking, breathtaking, oh, inspiring, and exciting than anything you have seen before. When you know what to do to bring for the magic, you will live the life of your dreams. Then you will wonder how you ever could have given up in believing in the magic of life. You may not see reindeer fly, but you will see the things you have always wanted appearing before your eyes, and you will see the things you have dreamed of for so long suddenly happening. You will never know exactly how everything waved, waved together for your dreams to come true, because magic works in the invisible realm, and that's the most thrilling part. Are you ready to experience the magic again? Are you ready to be filled with awe and wonder every day like when you were a child? Get ready for the magic. Our adventure begins 2000 years ago, when life changing knowledge was hidden within a scared text. A great mystery is revealed. You will have heard saying like, whatever goes around comes around. You reap what you sow, and you get what you give. Well, all of the same are describing the same law, and they are also describing a principles of universe that the great scientists Sir Isaac Newton discovered. Newton's scientific discoveries included the fundamental laws of motion in the universe, one of which says, every action always has an opposite and equal reaction. When you apply the idea of gratitude to Newton's law, it says, every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving, and what you receive will always be equal to the amount of gratitude you have given. This means that the very action of gratitude sets off a reaction of receiving, and the more sincerely and the more deeply grateful you feel, in other words, the more gratitude you give, the more you will receive. The golden thread of gratitude, dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recording of humankind, the power of gratitude was preached and practiced, and from there was passed on through the centuries, sweeping across the continents, permeating one civilization and culture to the next. The major religions of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Hinduism all have gratitude at their core. Muhammad said the gratitude for the abundance you have received is the best insurance that the abundance will continue. Buddha said that you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. Lao Tzu said that if you rejoice in the way things are, the whole world will belong to you. Krishna said that whatever he is offered, he accepts with joy. King David spoke of giving thanks to the whole world for everything between the heavens and the earth. And Jesus said thank you before he performed each miracle. From the Australian Aborigines to the African Maasai and Zulu, from the American Navajo, Shawnee, and Cherokee to the Thailand's Tahitians, Eskimo, and Maori, the practice of gratitude is at the very root of most indigenous traditions. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the morning light, for your life and strength. Give thanks for your food and the joy of living. If you see no reasons for giving thanks, the fault lies with yourself. Takumesh, Shawnee Native American leader. History is laden with famous figures who practiced gratitude and whose achievement put them amongst the greatest human beings who have ever lived. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., the Dalai Lama, Leonardo da Vinci, Vinci, Plato, Shakespeare, Aesop, Blake, Emerson, Dickens, Proust, Descartes, Lincoln, Jung, Newton, Einstein, and many, many more. Albert Einstein's scientific discoveries changed the way we see the universe, and when asked about his monumental achievements, he spoke only of giving thanks to others. One of the most brilliant minds of all time thanked other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done. Is it any wonder that so many of life's mysteries were relieved to Albert Einstein? Is it any wonder that Albert Einstein made some of the greatest scientific discoveries in history? He practiced gratitude every single day of his life, and in return, he received many forms of abundance. When Isaac Newton was asked how he had achieved the scientific discoveries he made, he said that he stood on the shoulders of giants. Isaac Newton, recently voted the greatest contributor to science and humankind, was also grateful to those men and women who lived before him. The scientists, philosophers, inventors, discoverers, and prophets who practiced gratitude reaped its result, and most were aware of its inherent power. Yet still gratitude's power is unknown to most people today. Because to experience the magic of gratitude in your life, you have to practice it. My discovery. My story is perfect example of what life is like when a person is ignorant of gratitude and what happens when you make gratitude a part of your life. If I had been asked 6 years ago if I was grateful person, I would have answered, yes, for sure. I am a grateful person. I say thank you when I receive a gift. When someone opens a door for me, or when a person does something for me. The truth is, I was not a grateful person at all. I didn't know what being grateful really meant, and just saying the words thank you on the odd occasion certainly didn't make me a grateful person. My life without gratitude was pretty challenging. I was in debt and it was increasing a little bit more every month. I worked really hard, but my finances never improved. In trying to keep up with the mounting debt and obligations, I was living with a continuous undercurrent of stress. My relationships swung like a pendulum from fear to disasters because I never seemed to have enough time for each person. While I was what would be termed healthy, I felt exhausted at the end of each day, and I always got my fair share of colds and the latest illness going around each season. I had moments of happiness when I went out with friends or when I went on vacation, but then the reality of having to work harder to pay for those pleasures would sweep over me. I wasn't living, I was surviving from day to day and from paycheck to paycheck. And I would no sooner solve one life problem than more problems would appear. But then something happened that would change everything in my life from that day forward. I discovered a secret about life, and as a result of my discovery, one of the things I began to do was practice gratitude each day. As a result of this, everything in my life changed. And the more I practiced gratitude, the more miraculous were the results. My life truly became magical. For the first time in my life, I became debt free. And shortly after that, I had all the money I needed to do whatever I wanted. Problems in my relationships, work, and health disappeared. And instead of facing daily obstacles, my days became filled with one good thing after another. My health and every increased dramatically, and I felt better than I had in my 20s. My relationships became much more meaningful, and I enjoyed more good times with my family and friends in just a few months than I had in all the previous years. More than anything else, I felt happier than I thought it was possible to feel. I was blissfully happy, the happiest I had ever been. Gratitude changed me, and my whole life magically changed. Day will be magical. Every day will be filled with far more magic than when you were a child. Is your life magical? You can tell right now how much you have actually used gratitude in your life. Just take a look at all of the major areas in your life: money, health, happiness, career, home, and relationships. The areas of your life that are abundant and wonderful are where you have used gratitude and are experiencing the magic as a result. Any areas that are not abundant and wonder are due to a lack of gratitude. It's a simple fact. When you are not grateful, you cannot receiving more in return. You have stopped the magic from continuing continuing in your life. When you are not grateful, you stop the flow of better health, better relationships, more joy, more money, and the advancement of your job, career, or business. To receive, you have to give. It's the law. Gratitude is giving thanks, and without it, you cut yourself off from the magic and from receiving everything you want in life. The bottom line of ungratefulness is that when we were not grateful, we were taking things in our life for granted. When we take things for granted, we are unintentionally unintentionally taking from ourselves. The law of attraction says that like attracts like. So if we take something for granted, we will be taken from as a result. Remember, whoever does not have gratitude, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. Most certainly, you have been grateful at various times in your life, but to see the magic and cause a radical change to your current circumstances, you have to practice gratitude and make it your new way of life. The magic formula: knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key to it. Ibn Khaldun, scholar and statesman. Ancient myths and legends say that to bring forth magic, a person must first say the magic words. Bringing forth magic from gratitude works in the same way. And first, you must say the magic words, thank you. I cannot begin to tell you how important the word thank you are for your life. To live in gratitude, to experience the magic in your life, thank you must become the two words you deliberately say and feel more than any other words. They need to become your identity. Thank you is the bridge from where you are now you the life to the life of your dreams. The magic formula. Number 1, deliberately think and say the magic words thank you. 2, the more you deliberately think and say the magic words thank you, the more gratitude you feel. 3, the more gratitude you deliberately think and feel, the more abundance you receive. Gratitude is a feeling. So the ultimate aim in practicing gratitude is to deliberately feel it as much as you can because it's the force of your feeling that accelerates the magic in your life. Newton's law is 1 for 1. What you give, you receive equally. That means that if you increase your feeling of gratitude, the results in your life will expand to be equal to your feeling. The truer the feeling, the more sincerely grateful you are, the faster your life will change. When you discover how little practice it takes, how easy it is to incorporate gratitude into your daily life, and when you see the magical results for yourself, you will never want to return to the life you used to live. If you practice gratitude a little, your life will change a little. If you practice gratitude a lot every day, your life will change dramatically and in ways that you can hardly imagine. A magical book. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words but to live by them. John F. Kennedy, 35th the President of the United States. In this book, there are 28 magical practices that have been specifically designed to that you learn how to use gratitude's magical power to revolutionize your health, money, job, and relationships, and to make your smallest desires and your biggest dream come true. You will also learn how to practice gratitude to dissolve problems and transform any negative situation. You will be captivated will you while you read the life-changing knowledge. But without practicing what you learn, the knowledge will slip through your fingers, and the opportunities that you attracted to easily change your life will be gone. To ensure this doesn't happen to you, you need to practice gratitude over 28 days so that you impregnate yourselves and your subconscious mind with it. Only then will it change your life permanently. The practices are designed to be completed over 28 consecutive days. This allows you to make gratitude a habit and a new way of life. Practicing gratitude in a concentrated effort over consecutive days guarantees that you will see the magic take place in your life and fast. Within each magic practice is a wealth of secret teaching that will expand your knowledge in tremendous ways. In each practice, you will understand more and more about how life works and how easy it is to have the life you have dreamed of. Automatically, the first thing that comes to your mind in any situation, the magic you experience will be your inspiration, because as you incorporate gratitude into your days, they will be nothing short of spectacular. What are your dreams? Many of the magical practices are designed to help you achieve your dreams. Therefore, you need to get clear about what you really want. Sit down with a computer or pen and paper and make a list of what you really want in every area of your life. Think through every detail of what you want to be, do, or have in your life, in your relationships, career, finances, health, and every area that is important to you. You can be as specific and detailed as you like, but remember, your job is simply to list what you want, not how you are going to get what you want. The how will be done. For you when gratitude works, it's magic. If you want a better job or your dream job, then think about everything you want the job to be. Think about things that are important to you, such as the type of work you want to do, how you want to feel in your job, the type of company you want to work for, the kind of people you want to work with, the hours you want to work, where you want your job to be, and salary you want to receive. Get very clear about what you want in the job by thinking it through thoroughly and writing all the details down. If you want money to educate your children, work out the details of their education, including which school you want your children to attend, the cost of the school fees, books, food, clothing, and transportation, so that you know exactly how much money you will need. If you want to travel, then write down the details of the countries you want to visit, how long you want to travel for, what you want to see and do, where you want to stay, and the means by which you want to travel. If you want a perfect partner, then write down every detail of the characteristics you want that person to have. If you want improved relationships, write down the relationships you want to improve and what you want them to be like. If you want more health or an improved bodily condition, be specific about what ways you want to improve your health or body. If you want a dream home, then list every detail of what you want the become to be, what you want the home to be, room by room. If there are specific material things you want, like a car, clothes, or appliance, write them down. If you want to achieve something such as passing an exam, getting a degree, a goal in sports, succeeding as a musician, doctor, writer, actor, scientist, or business person, or whatever it is you would like to achieve, write it down and be as specific as possible. I would strongly urge you to find the time to maintain a list of your dreams throughout your life. Write down the little things, the big things, or what you want this moment, this month, or this year. As you think of more things, add them to the list, and as you receive things, cross them off the list. An easy way to do a list of what you want is to divide it into categories of healthy and body, career and work, money, relationships, personal desires, material things, and then just add the things you want to each category. When you get clear about the things you want, you are giving a definite direction to the way you want gratitude's magical power to change your life, and you are ready to begin the most exciting and thrilling adventure you have ever been on. Thank you.